I know there's the rumor that Aaron Taylor Johnson is being courted
Hmm.
for 007. I think that would be phenomenal. As a matter of fact, I feel like he should definitely have a shot. Like I've always been in love with him as Quicksilver from Age of Ultron.
Yeah. I
And I feel
just
like he fits that aesthetic.
I
And
can't
also,
stop
he,
I can't stop seeing his silly ass as kick ass, man. Like
yeah, but
and like Craven the Hunter, like that movie wasn't.
well, see, that's the problem. See, he's typecasted right now.
I
So if he winds up, this could be something that actually, like, puts him in that level of being that A-list Hollywood actor. That A-list Hollywood actor, because, like we've got our Chris Pratts, our Glen Powells, all that stuff, and apparently everybody hates those guys. Like, I just saw The Running Man a couple of weeks ago, like the Glen Powell movie,
it's really good
and he was fucking phenomenal in that movie, and I'm like, "What's the hate on him?" I'm like, like,
because he's popular and he's a blonde white dude, which is
that
like
that's
everything
literally
that
what it
Hollywood
that's
has been
literally what
trying
it
to get
is.
rid of for a while.
Yeah, that's
Not
literally
get
what it
rid of,
is,
but
but
you
the
know what I
guy
mean.
can actually act, which I
Hmm.
think that does things. I understand, like
Well, it
we
does
also know
things.
Hollywood's kind of unmelanated, but I feel like sometimes the wrong hate goes somewhere. Yeah, I understand why Chris Pratt got the hate he got, even though like I like Chris Pratt for the most part, but I have
See,
gotten
I
to the
don't.
point now where I'm like Chris Pratt averse. I have gotten to that point. I'm
I
not sure
still
if
don't
it's
really even know what he did. Maybe I'm just dumb, but
a lot of it's the fallout. A lot of it's the fallout. There's two things specifically.
I
A
mean, I
lot of it's the
know.
fallout of the fallout behind, like, how he left his ex.
Yeah,
Uh,
on affairs.
yeah, and the other part is, like he's staunchly religious.
I mean, yeah, but he hasn't really like done or said anything. It's just
Well,
people are
trust me,
just anti people who are religious because most of them are usually aligned one way or another. I
well,
feel
yeah,
like.
well, he has said some things, in light of his religion that, has rubbed people the wrong way. But in my opinion, the stuff that he said is not as egregious as, like, is as egregious as, like, hating on people for being a certain type of way and stuff like that. He's just
Mhm.
said some things that just now, like, it just goes against my religion, but he's never actually, like, focused on something specific. And I think that's the main thing. And also like he's being casted for everything, because I still feel like it threw everybody for a loop when they cast him as Mario.
Mhm.
I feel like people they still are reeling from that, like,
Mhm.
because I mean, back when he did the first two Jurassic Park movies, like he was like, you said no wrong about him, him being Star Lord, like that was great.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's weird the things that the cult of personality, like, latches onto. When I say the cult of personality, I mean fandom and pop cultureness, stuff like that, because there are some people who get unnecessary hate, for just existing. There's other people that get, like, like sincere adoration, for doing the least, It's
Mhm.
it's really weird. It's really weird,
Yeah.
but Aaron Taylor Johnson gets my vote for 007.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll just look. I'm still going to see it. It doesn't matter if they cast some child. Like I'd still go see it. But I just I don't know, man. When you grow up with like Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig, it's like I don't know. He doesn't give off the same energy as they do for some reason, in my
Yeah, but I
opinion. But
mean,
that's but
but at the same time, like, every James Bond has had their own thing, from
mhm.
Timothy Dalton to, Roger Moore to Sean
Oh gosh,
Connery. But I'm saying everyone brought their own flavor to it.